Welcome back, sister. This content is for those engaged with radical feminist perspectives and critiques of mainstream gender narratives. If you're not open to radical feminist discourse, this video isn't for you, so feel free to tune out now. I'm Connie Riker, a writer and advocate for women's liberation from inequality and oppression. I challenge patriarchal systems that silence and exploit women, fighting for autonomy, safety, and respect. This isn't about division, it's about dismantling injustice and reclaiming our power to build a future where women thrive. Please like and subscribe if you appreciate this video, as it will help get the word out to those who need it. Thank you. Please relax and enjoy. This is an excerpt from Feminist Economy, Capitalism's Alternative for Equality. Feminist Economy, Capitalism's Alternative for Equality is an ebook available in all good stores. I've spent my life watching women's contributions be erased, undervalued, and dismissed. I've seen how capitalism thrives on keeping women in their place, how it profits from our labor while refusing to give us the power we deserve. I've felt the weight of emotional labor, the exhaustion of being expected to carry the world on my shoulders while men coast through life. I've been told to be nurturing but assertive, to be vulnerable but strong, to fit into impossible standards that leave me feeling like I'm never enough. I've seen how the system is rigged against us, how it pits women against each other while men reap the benefits. And I'm done. I'm done with the lies, the double binds, and gaslighting, manipulation. I'm done with a world that tells us we're equal while doing everything in its power to keep us down. This book is my rebellion. It's my call to arms for anyone who's tired of the status quo, who's ready to fight for a world where women's contributions are valued and celebrated. If you're a feminist who believes in the supremacy of women, who's ready to dismantle the capitalist patriarchy and build a feminist economy that prioritizes people over profit, then this book is for you. If you're ready to challenge the system, to demand true equality, to fight for a world where women are empowered and their needs are met, then keep reading. But if you're not ready for that, if you're still clinging to the lies of the patriarchy, if you're not willing to confront the uncomfortable truths about how the system is rigged against us, then put this book down. Go do something else with your time. This book isn't for you. This book is for the fighters, the believers, the ones who are ready to take a stand. It's for the women who are tired of being told they're too much or not enough, who are ready to reclaim their power and demand the respect they deserve. It's for the men who are ready to confront their privilege, to dismantle the toxic masculinity that's been forced upon them, to join us in the fight for true equality. This book is for anyone who's ready to challenge the system, to demand change, to fight for a better world. If that's you, then let's get to work. With the introduction completed, we are jumping to an extract from the book. The global fight for gender equality is a collective effort that transcends borders. It's not just about women in one country or region, it's about women everywhere. We must unite and stand together, because the struggle for equality is universal. Women in the global south face different challenges than those in the global north, but our goals are the same. We must recognize the unique experiences of women in different parts of the world and work together to address them. Solidarity is key. We must build bridges, not walls. We must amplify the voices of women who are often silenced and ensure that their stories are heard. This is not just about equality for women. It's about justice for all. The global feminist movement must work to build solidarity and unity among women around the world. We cannot achieve equality if we are divided. We must come together across race, class, and nationality to fight for our common goals. This means listening to and learning from each other. It means recognizing the privileges some of us have and using them to lift up those who are less fortunate. It means standing up for each other, even when it's uncomfortable. Solidarity is not just a word, it's a commitment. We must be willing to put in the work to build a movement that is truly inclusive and intersectional. Only then can we achieve real change. The global feminist movement must work to amplify the voices and experiences of women from all backgrounds. Too often, the voices of marginalized women are ignored or silenced. We must change that. We must create spaces where all women can speak, and be heard. This means centering the experiences of women of color, LGBTQ women, disabled women, and women from the global south. It means listening to their stories and taking them seriously. It means using our platforms to amplify their voices and ensure that they are part of the conversation. This is not just about representation, it's about justice. We must ensure that all women have a seat at the table. The global feminist movement must work to challenge and dismantle the systems of oppression that perpetuate gender inequality. Patriarchy is not just a problem in one country, it's a global issue. We must confront it head-on, wherever it exists. This means challenging the norms and institutions that uphold male dominance. It means calling out sexism, misogyny, and gender-based violence. It means fighting for policies that promote gender equality and hold perpetrators accountable. We cannot achieve equality if we do not address the root causes of inequality. This is not just about changing laws, it's about changing minds. We must work to create a world where women are truly equal. The global feminist movement must work to build partnerships and coalitions with other social justice movements to advance gender equality. We cannot do this alone. We must join forces with movements fighting for racial justice, economic justice, and environmental justice. Our struggles are interconnected. We must recognize that and work together to achieve our common goals. This means supporting each other's causes and standing in solidarity. It means recognizing that we are stronger together. We must build a broad coalition that can push for real change. Only by working together can we create a more just and equitable world. The global feminist movement must work to hold governments and international organizations accountable for their commitments to gender equality. Too often, promises are made but not kept. We must ensure that governments follow through on their commitments. This means monitoring their actions and holding them accountable when they fall short. It means advocating for policies that promote gender equality and pushing back against those that do not. We must be vigilant and persistent. We cannot let governments off the hook. We must demand real action, not just empty promises. Only then can we achieve real progress. The global feminist movement must work to ensure that international policies and initiatives are implemented effectively and equitably. It's not enough to have good policies on paper, they must be put into practice. We must ensure that these policies are implemented in a way that benefits all women, not just a privileged few. This means monitoring their implementation and advocating for changes when necessary. It means ensuring that resources are distributed fairly and that the needs of marginalized women are met. We must be proactive and persistent. We cannot let good policies go to waste. We must ensure that they are implemented in a way that truly promotes gender equality. The global feminist movement must work to build a more just and equitable world for all. This is not just about achieving equality for women. It's about creating a world where everyone can thrive. We must challenge the systems of oppression, perpetuate inequality, and work to create a more inclusive and equitable society. This means fighting for policies that promote justice and equality for all. It means standing up for the rights of marginalized groups and ensuring that their voices are heard. We must be committed to creating a world where everyone has the opportunity to succeed. This is not just a dream, it's a goal we can achieve if we work together. The global feminist movement must work to challenge and dismantle the systems of oppression that perpetuate gender, race, and class inequality. We cannot achieve gender equality if we do not address the intersecting forms of oppression that women face. This means recognizing the ways in which race, class, and gender intersect to create unique experiences of oppression. It means centering the experiences of women who face multiple forms of discrimination and working to address their specific needs. We must be intersectional in our approach to feminism. Only by addressing all forms of oppression can we achieve true equality. The global feminist movement must work to build a more inclusive and intersectional movement that prioritizes the voices and experiences of all women. We cannot achieve equality if we exclude certain groups of women. This means creating spaces where all women feel welcome and valued. It means listening to the voices of women from different backgrounds and taking their experiences seriously. We must be intentional about building a movement that is truly inclusive. Only by including all women can we achieve real change. The global feminist movement must work to build a more sustainable and lasting impact in the fight for gender equality. We cannot achieve equality overnight. It would take time, effort, and persistence. We must be committed to the long-term struggle for equality. This means building a movement that can sustain itself over time. It means investing in the next generation of feminists and ensuring that they have the tools and resources they need to continue the fight. We must be patient and persistent. Only by staying committed can we achieve real and lasting change. The global feminist movement must work to build a more coordinated and collaborative effort at the international level. We cannot achieve equality if we are working in silos. We must come together and work as a united front. This means sharing resources, strategies, and best practices. It means supporting each other's efforts and standing in solidarity. We must be willing to work together to achieve our common goals. Only by coordinating our efforts can we create a more just and equitable world. The global fight for gender equality is not just about achieving equality for women. It's about creating a more just and equitable world for all. We must recognize that our struggles are interconnected and that we are stronger together. We must be committed to the long-term struggle for equality and be willing to put in the work to achieve it. Only by working together can we create a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. This is not just a dream. It's a goal we can achieve if we stay committed and work together. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your interest in Feminist Economy, capitalism's alternative for equality, available in all good bookstores. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and God bless.